Hello, welcome everyone. I am Dr. Manoj Kumar Sharma, Associate Professor, ITS College of Pharmacy, Muradnagar. The course is Bachelor in Pharmacy and the subject is Biostatics and Research Methodology. The code is BP 801T. The university is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University. This is lecture number 6 and it is the first part of the correlation. So, this lecture is the first part of correlation and in this lecture we will cover these points. First is definition of correlation, that means what is correlation. Then we define the types of correlation. After that we will learn about the Karl Pearson coefficient of correlation and we explain Karl Pearson coefficient correlation with the help of pharmaceutical example. So, first is correlation. Correlation, if you see that word co plus relation, that means it is the relationship between two variables. So, correlation is finding the relationship between two quantitative variable without being able to infer causal relationship. That means, we are not interested here what are the cause of relationship, but we find the relationship between two variables. So, we can say correlation is a statistical technique used to determine the degree to which two variables are related. That means, in correlation we find the degree of the relationship. That means, at what is the degree of the relationship, we find it by the correlation. Correlation generally represented by two methods. First is scatter diagram and second by mathematically. So, what is scatter diagram? Scatter diagram is a diagrammatic representation of the data in which we take one variable on x axis and another variable on y axis and the coordinates of the points x and y defined by dots. This is scatter diagram. So, scatter diagram contain rectangular coordinates, two quantitative variables. If we have the one variable is called independent variable and generally we take independent variable on x axis and the second is called dependent variable on y axis. And then the for example, this is we take x axis on this and y axis on this, and if this is the value x 1 and this is y 1, this is y 2, then y 3. So, if you see here y 3 and x 1, this point, that means x 1 and y 3, these are the coordinate of this point. So, we define the values of x and y with the help of coordinates and we remember we do not join these points to find the best fitted line. So, points never joined. Okay? So, this is the scatter diagram. I explain it with the help of this example. For example, we have weight and systolic blood pressure. As we know, for a person, systolic blood pressure and weight are two quantitative variables and in this example, we measure the weight and blood pressure of some people. For example, for first person weight is 67 kilogram and systolic blood pressure is 120 millimeter of mercury and weight for second person is 69 kilogram and the systolic blood pressure is 125 millimeter of mercury. For third person the weight is 85 and systolic blood pressure is 140 and so on, and we want to draw a scatter diagram of this data. So, as we know the weight and systolic blood pressure, these are two quantitative variable. Okay. So, how we draw the scatter diagram? Before to draw the scatter diagram, we should know about which variable is independent and which variable is dependent. So, we see here the systolic blood pressure depends upon the weight. Okay. Systolic blood pressure depends upon the weight. So, weight is independent variable and we take it on x axis, we take it on x axis, and as systolic blood pressure is dependent variable. So, we take it on y axis. So, be remember first of all to draw the scatter diagram between two variables, we should know which variable is independent and the independent variable is will on x axis and which variable is dependent, the dependent variable come on y axis. Okay. So, now we draw the scatter diagram for this. For example, the first value of weight is 67 and systolic blood pressure is 122. So, 67 is here, if you see 67 is here, for x axis and systolic blood pressure is 120, this is 120. So, if we move like this, so this is the point which represent by 67 and 120. For next is 69, 125, 69 is here, this is 69 and this is 125, we move this and we get the second point. And so, this is the first point coordinate, this is the second point coordinate and we each coordinate by a cross or a dot. For example, next for 85, 85 is here and for 85 the value is 140. So, 140 you move if roughly here and 85 is here. So, this is the third point to represent the this value 85 and 140. So, now we draw all the points and this is the scatter diagram of the weight and systolic blood pressure. And if we draw a best fitted line for this data, this line moves to upwards in direction. With the help of scatter plot, the pattern of data is indicative of the type of relationship between your two variable. So, with the help of pattern of the scatter diagram, we find the relationship by different types of relationship. We tell the different types of relationship. First is positive relationship, second is negative relationship and third is no relationship. So, when for example, for positive relationship, this is a scatter diagram for a particular student who spent number of hours studying and the final grade in the course. This is a example in which we have the study hours of some students and the final grade achieved by these students. So, we see here the student who spent approximately 3 hours per day for his study, he will got 70% or 70 grade. And for this, for example, it will be for suppose 45 or 4.5 4 or 5, it is below 5, we consider suppose 4.8 hours, it is also 70%. So, if we this is scatter diagram, in this scatter diagram you see that as the number of spent hours studying, the grades are increases. For example, who spent 10 hours, it will he or she will get approx 95% marks. So, this is the positive relationship. Why we say it positive relationship? As the number of hours spent studying is increases, the value of final grade is also increases. So, this is a positive relationship. if we draw you line a best fitted line, you find a line like this. So, this is the positive relationship. In positive relationship or direct relationship, both variable are increases. Second, negative relationship. In negative relationship, for example, we see this example, the x axis shows the age of car and the y axis show reliability of the car, and as the age of the car is increases, that means as age of car is increases, the reliability is decreases, because when car is here, the reliability is this. For this value age of car, the reliability value this, and when age of car is this year, the reliability is, you see here this. So, we see there here as the age of car is increases, the reliability of car is decreases. So, in this case, when one variable is increases, the second variable is decreases. So, this is the negative relationship or indirect relationship, and if we draw a best fitted line for this data, you will find that the line moves from upward to lowerward as we move from left to right direction. And if there is no pattern either increases or decreases, then we say no relationship. This is data shows a on x axis pulse rate beats per minute and weight pounds in pounds, and we find the pattern of a scatter diagram like this, and we cannot find either as the value of pulse increases, weight is increases, or we cannot find in this data the pulse rate is increases, weight is decreased or increased. So, there is no relationship. So, with the help of a scattered pattern, we find the relationship 3 times. One is positive relationship. In positive relationship, when we move from left to right, the line moves upward in direction like this. So, this is positive relationship, and in negative relationship, when we move left to right, the line moves from upward to downward direction, and if there is like this dot 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 dot, there is no either increase decrease, then we say no relation, negative relation. So, these are the we find the 3 types of relationship with the pattern of scatter diagram. Now, we find the correlation coefficient mathematically. To measure the correlation or to find the correlation between 2 variables, we calculate the correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient is statistics show the degree of relationship between 2 variables, and mathematically correlation show by correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient defined by small letter r, and it is also called Pearson correlation or product movement correlation coefficient. It is the simple correlation coefficient for quantitative data, and it is measure the nature and strength between 2 variables of the quantitative type. Okay? It measure the nature and strength between 2 variables of the quantitative type variable. Sometimes it is also called product movement correlation or Pearson correlation. The value correlation defined by 2 things, by sign and by value. The sign of r denotes the nature of association, while the value of r denotes the strength of the association. We remember the value of correlation coefficient defined by 2 things, sign and value. So, the value of r shows the nature of correlation, and the value of r shows the strength or degree of association between 2 quantitative variables. If r has positive sign, this means the relationship is direct, or you can say if an increase in one variable is associated with increase in other variable, and a decrease in one variable is associated with a decrease in other variable. Okay. So, when it sign is positive, while if the sign is negative, this means an inverse or indirect relationship, which means an increase in one variable is associated with a decrease in other variable. So, for negative, if one variable is increased, second one is decreased, and the value of r range is between -1 and +1. Be remember, the value of r always lie between the -1 and +1. So, if value of r is equal to 0, this means no association, or we can say correlation between two variables, there is no correlation between two variables. And if the value of r is less than 0.25, but greater than 0, then we say there is a weak correlation between two variables. And if the value of r lie between 0.25 and 0.75, then we say intermediate correlation between two variables. And if the value of r is greater than or equal to 0.75, but less than 1, then we say strong correlation. And if the value of r is 1, then we say a perfect correlation between two variables. So, how to compute the simple correlation coefficient or Karl Pearson correlation, or you can say product movement correlation? The formula to calculate the correlation r equal to summation x y minus summation x into summation y divided by n, and the square root of summation x square minus summation x whole square divided by n, and summation y square minus summation y whole square divided by n. The 2 points should be clear here. The summation x y means we first find the product of the x and y, then find the sum. But in next summation x into summation y, we first find the sum of x and sum of y, then multiply them. So, this is the simple formula to calculate the correlation coefficient for two quantitative variable. I explain it with the help of example. A sample of 6 children was selected, data about their age in years and weight in kilograms was recorded as shown in the following table. It is required to find the correlation between age and weights. And we have 6 children and their weight are 7, 6, 8, 5, 6, 9 years, and weight are 12, 8 and so on up to 13 kilogram. So, first of all we should know here which variable is independent and which variable is dependent. Here we know weight is depends upon the age. So, age is x or independent variable, and we take weight as y or dependent variable, okay, and we use this formula. So, how we find the correlation? First we write the values of age in first column and we take it as x as it is independent variable, and then find the sum. This is summation x is 41. Then we write the weight in second column and we take it as y as it is dependent variable, and we find the summation y is 66. Then we find the product of x y. Product of x y means 7 into 12, that is 84, 6 into 8 48, 8 into 12 96 and so on. In the next column we find the x square. X square means square of the x values, 7 square, 6 square, similarly 8 square, 64. So, we find the square of the x values, and then we find the sum of x square, this is 299. In the next column we find the y square, that means square the y values, and y is 12. So, 12 square equal to 144, 8 square equal to 66, 8 square equal to 66, 5 square, sorry 10 square is 100, and 13 square is 169. Similar these 4 5 square, 6 square and 9 square. Now, we find the sum of all the values, that is summation x square, summation y square, summation x y, and now we put all these values in this. So, r equal to 4 r, this is the formula is r equal to summation x y minus summation x summation y upon n and summation x square minus summation, you see here this is summation x whole square by n there is no need of this n, summation y square summation y whole square by n and square root of this data. So, now summation x y is 461. If you see here summation x y, that means sum of the x y is 461 and summation x is 41, summation y is 66 and n is 6 as the 6th number of observation in our data. So, n is 6. Now, we write the value of summation x square, this will be, this is in our question is, you see here 291, summation x y, summation x square is 291 and summation y square is 742. So, we put these values 742 and summation x is 41 and this is summation y is 66. On solving this, we get r equal to 0.759. So, we it also write as 0.759, this as the 75, this value of r is lie between greater than 0.75 and less than 1, then we say strong correlation. So, this is a strong correlation. So, value of r tells us the this is the strong correlation and the sign positive shows that it is a, the positive sign shows it is direct correlation. So, it shows that as the age of the increases, the weight will also increases. So, this is the correlation coefficient for this data. So, be remember the value of r shows the degree of the relationship and the sign shows the nature of the relationship. So, if value is r equal to -5 and r equal to +5, there is a difference between these two, that minus sign shows that it is a indirect correlation and plus sign shows a direct correlation and value shows the degree of the relationship. So, this is the correlation coefficient. Okay. Thank you.